Okay, and we're back. We're back here at the Gamestop Expo 2015. It's Gerald, better known as Yes Elvis Lives. We're here again with the director of Nintendo Quest, Rob McCallum. And of course, we're also here with Robert Conkey. We're here at the Activision booth, and we're here now looking at Transformers Devastation.
It's a classic, a modern envisioning of the classic Transformers as we knew and loved them when we all grew up.
It's a retro revival of everything that made Transformers great in the first place.
Right.
Finally!
Taking a ton of inspiration from the original TV show, of course, as well as the Generation toys set in the Generations universe. It also takes inspiration from the IDW comic books, and it kind of brings together that world with the incredible action gameplay that we know Platinum Games is capable of. And we're super excited with the results. I
gotta say, man, I'm just gonna jump in, Gerald. Jump in whenever. What I love about this, I feel like I'm playing with my Transformer toys. It's like being on my living room floor as a kid, or last week maybe, and battling it out with Autobots and Decepticons. Here we're on the Autobot side, of course. You hinted to maybe something. Maybe we can touch on that later with Decepticons. But here you are taking the side of the Autobots, seeing what's going on with the Decepticons as they invade this city environment, and you're transforming, you're timing combos. It's a very arcadey, cel-shaded. Man, I just love it.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know, Activision will be calling you very shortly for a position.
If you want a PR position, yes.
Sure.
No, but yeah, it's really exciting, man. It's kind of, a lot of people come up to me and they tell me, hey, this is the game I've been wanting to play since I was a kid. And I'm like, dude, me too. Right? Like, I can't argue with that. It is, and one of the things they really aimed for was that feeling of playing with the toys. They went down to all the little details. Like, if you look at the way they transform, they actually base that very heavily off how the actual toys transform. So it breaks down and moves together like the toys do. But then they also looked at the TV show and did like the whole morphing thing. So instead of seeing all the like super technical, exact transformation stuff, it kind of feels like we remember it, where it wasn't necessarily like dead on, like a modern day robot. It had a little bit of that old school animated like feel to it. Right?
There's that anime kind of influence on everything, and it's the sound effects, it's the voice actors. Obviously, Chris Latta is no longer with us, but I was hearing you've worked around that a little bit, so it's not as a sore thumb as people might be worried about.
Right.
I got to tell you, though, this is more than just a nostalgia grab, because this is fun. This is not just like, oh, you remember how cute Transformers were? This is back in the limelight, and for any Transformer fans out there that are maybe cringed at the more recent film efforts that have been, kind of spearheaded by Michael Bay, this is the answer that you've been waiting for. Look no further. This is the single most interesting game that came out of E3 for me. I had no idea about this. This jumped on my radar. This is one of like 4 games now, thanks to your colleague with Tony Hawk Pro Skater, that I'm going to be picking up.
What I wanted to ask, though, is obviously we see Optimus Prime. We're going to get footage that we're going to show up on our site, on our YouTube, as far as that's concerned. But are you at liberty to tell us how many of the different types of characters that the player can play or that are available in the game? I didn't sure if there's some that are unlocked that might be secret, but can you just tell us, let us know which characters that people would know, people would remember, recognize that are available in the game?
Yeah, so playable characters are Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Wheeljack, and Grimlock. So those are the 5 that are playable.
For now.
There is actually, we talked about DLC a little bit, and there is DLC, and it's I'm pretty excited about it. But you will have a Nemesis skin for Optimus Prime, so he's the full-on black, the black with the blue, and he has the Dark Forge of, or the Dark Star Saber. You got it.
Oh, sweet.
And it's awesome. And there's actually a variety of different skins you can get for the various characters. But as far as like, this is a completely different playable character, nothing about that has been discussed yet.
Yet. But when you have a roster in a universe that Transformers encompasses, it's just around the corner if the fan demand is there. But that's the key. It has to be fan demand. If the fans get behind this, they have no choice but to bring back more favorite Generation 1 guys like Ironhide, right? Or Jazz. Or Springer. Yeah, and then, see, Jazz, there you go. And then, of course, that leads to Generation 2. Hot Rod, Ultra Magnus, Blur. Come on!
I want to apologize, Robert. I just want to apologize for his conservative talk about the game, and I wish he was a little bit more enthusiastic. So
I appreciate the unbridled enthusiasm. That's what I like.
Kind of hide the buck about how I feel about stuff.
So tell us to what systems and as far as the release date information on the game so that everybody can go and start pre-ordering this game right now.
It's PS4, PS3, X1, X360, and Steam, coming out October 6th. And what was the last question? Sorry.
Oh, that's it. Just as far as the release date, what formats. I want to make sure that as far as it's concerned, it's obviously as well coming to Steam, you said, and then not only current generations but previous generations before that. So.
Oh, it is. And actually, pre-orders. Pre-orders are available now.
Sweet, yeah, at Gamestop because we're at the Gamestop Expo.
And what's the date for the DLC?
You get it day one, and then if you don't pre-order, it should be available later on.
Okay, great.
And I just want to let you know there is a GameStop store facility here on site, so if you want to go and pre-order now, you'll be able to go ahead.
All right, so here's the point of the interview, where because I've loved what you've done so much with everything here, I'm going to say you got to go get the Ninja Turtles license. You got to do something very similar in this style. Well, then you got to do like a G1 Ninja Turtle.
Well, to make it a complete weekday, complete weekday afternoon, you got to include G.I. Joe and He-Man. You got to do it back to back to back to back to back to make it, to recreate that morning.
But since the turtle license is already in your possession, you got to do that next, man.
Interesting.
Have you ever seen the film Turtles Forever?
I don't think I've seen that one. I saw one. I saw two.
Okay, so this is an animated film. This is an animated film where every iteration of the Turtles cross over into the film. So you get like the 80s kind of slapstickies with the 2003s with the like noir style from the comics.
Okay.
And they all come together. If you got the license, you can make it happen. Make it happen.
Interesting. We'll have to think about that.
I will email you all this stuff, and you will love it.
All right, please do.
Okay. I will be your PR spokesperson. I will be at all these cons drumming up support.
Well, on behalf of Rob, we do appreciate your time. I want to thank you very much for joining us.
Anytime.
Any last thoughts, any last words as far as it's concerned on Transformers?
I mean, I just encourage people, if they haven't heard of it, just go out and check it out. I think if you love Transformers, you're going to like what you see. And if you want to support the game, please do, because we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, man, game on and transform. Autobots, transform and roll out.
There you go. Once again, we're at the Activision booth at the GameStop Expo 2015. We're talking Transformers Devastation, coming soon to a console near you.